All right, Scorpio, you're on the road with me. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. We've been through a lot. These past 2 weeks have been, I don't know, it's almost like the rebirth of the brain, in that we'll never be able to see things the same way that we used to. And it's not about good or bad or for better or worse. It's just almost vivider. Like that there's a whole spectrum now that we're aware of, and it can't be unseen. You know, once you've seen something, you can't unsee it. And it's not that we have to make these choices, these immediate changes, but it is that we can never go back to not at least contemplating them, you know, in that the changes in some ways are coming, Scorpio, but it doesn't mean that they're happening today. It doesn't mean that they're all of a sudden. It's just life is different, and I'm not certain that it's different in the way that, oh, it's so much better, but it is so much more vivid. Speaking of vivid, I am shuffling the deck of sexual magic, which I can't share the pictures with you, but I will over in the extended. Scorpio, this is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising. I always encourage you to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising video, because they'll all put together the primary energies that you're dealing with each week. There's always an extended video where I will do a full erotic tarot spread. I'll also do a romantic tarot reading, and of course it includes the almost personal extended reading, and that link is always below. Scorpio Tarot comes out along with Sagittarius Tarot and Libra Tarot every single Tuesday, and I hope that you guys enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, please, and then ring that bell, hitting all notifications so you know exactly when I upload all of your favorite content. And if you want more content, I have a second channel called Astrology Motivation, where I post my weekly astrology forecasts, where I do a live weekly astrology motivation, and I also post my daily tarots over there. If you want to join my daily tarots live and chat and interact, please join me on Instagram at born_without_boundaries. This week is a little different, guys, because I'm still here. I will be, this week's a little different because I will be traveling, so I might not be on as much live, but generally speaking, that's a good place for us to meet up. So let's start out with the cards that I have in front of me. The Wheel is here. It's really interesting that the Wheel is here, and that's karma. And then Judgment is here, and that's a judgment that's been made in your favor, almost like you have been selected, or a huge judgment has been made. That's almost setting a tone for the next cycle in your life. And then we have the Three of Chalices, which is really just enjoying and indulging in the pleasure of other people's companies. And then we have the Five of Swords, which is feeling defeated, but by the look on this card, you're almost happy to be defeated. Like somebody that you've wanted, or someone that you've struggled, or something that you've struggled with has defeated you in a way that is pleasurable. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Something or someone has been taking their damn sweet time, maybe being a little too subtle. Maybe there was uncertainty, not really sure what was going on, or things took their damn sweet time. And then last but not least, we have the Star card. What does this mean? It's almost like in some ways we have to be forced into what we really want in life. And that's what the cards are implying right now, that there's just this sense of feeling defeated in the best way. Judgment comes through. There's a choice that it's like you can't choose. You didn't have a choice to make. You didn't have a choice. I don't think it was like you were backed into a corner. I just think that it was sort of like the situation was offered to you, or that, yeah, almost like, I don't know, like you've been defeated and you love it. Like losing was the best thing that could have ever happened. And then of course we have the Star card, which is dreams and wishes coming true. This is, and this karma turning around, judgment turning around, all of this is fated. All of this is karmic. There was something exceptional about, it's not a failure. It's almost like you were trying to, it's like you were fighting your feelings. It's like you were fighting your feelings, and all of a sudden you couldn't fight them anymore. Like something broke through, and that's almost like being defeated, losing, while simultaneously winning. Let's see, Scorpio. We have I will hope. Okay, these cards I can show you, and I am destined, and I am chosen. So what have you been hoping for? What have you been wishing for? Because that's what you're being selected for. That's what you're being chosen for. You let me know. You can let me know in the comments below. But that's the breakthrough right now that's coming at you, is finally the air lets up and things get lighter. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. This is something that this is something that you almost have been afraid to ask for, or you had some pent up, you were refusing something, and that's not happening anymore. Let me get more specifics, please. Specifics for Scorpio. So the Knight of Pentacles is here. This is, I'm not sensing any strong energy from a specific sign. What I think is that there has been interest, or there was interest. Maybe you were trying for something, or somebody was trying to get something from you. And losing the battle was actually winning because you wanted it. This is an energy of somebody who wanted something, but they were saying they didn't want it. Or something that was held back from you, or somebody was trying to pretend that they didn't want you, including, this doesn't have to be just romance. This could be jobs as well. So it's like somebody was saying that you weren't right, but ultimately they couldn't get you out of their minds. Because it was just the right time for you to win. Trapped in fear is in the past. And interestingly enough, what do we get right now? You're facing your fears. So whatever you even held yourself back from, maybe facing your fears itself made you move at a certain pace, a very slow pace. Maybe it made you behave a little bit too conservatively. And I don't mean conservative as in political, but as in you played it safe. And now there's just this sense of something happened that broke through, and you can't play it safe anymore. And that's the best thing that could have happened. Somebody's not playing it safe anymore. Somebody just grew some big old balls. And that's sexy. Scorpio. This is in the past. I don't know why you're dealing with this energy, but it's divorce. A divorce, a loss of a house, a loss of a relationship, long-term relationship. This is just a sense of something, a foundation got shook. Something overtook your foundation. Scorpio. That's in the past. But that could very well have been what got you into a point. Maybe everything moved slow ever since then. That itself could have liberated you, because it put you into a place where you had to face your fears. You have these cards as well. So today you have authority, right now, current time. Choose wisely, and memories of love. And then of course, you have sacrifice. Okay, give me a second, please. for me, this whole vibe is you're giving up something that you thought you wanted because all of a sudden you remembered what it is you really wanted. Authority and choose wisely is easy. You become an expert at something. You become better at something because you remembered how it felt to feel loved. Before the jadedness, before the sadness, before the disappointment. You're choosing based on what you knew that love was. And then sacrifice is here. Giving up. Giving up to let go. Giving up to break free. Giving up really not to give up, but to make room. That's still unclear to me. Can you clarify, please? Scorpio. 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 Lots of shit in the past. What's going on? Confidence is your key to success. In the past, you didn't feel good about yourself. You were really down. Something broke your confidence. Even though maybe you wouldn't talk about it or want to admit it, something broke your confidence. And it could have been this break in your foundation or coming from a broken home, scared and worried that this was never going to... Something's really bothering me. Like scared and worried and almost like maybe traumatized from early on or something that happened. I feel like you are in some ways like giving up. It's like giving up the bullshit. Becoming so much more discerning, Scorpio, with who or what you go after or choose to let into your life. Because I heard a quote the other day, and I think it's really relevant to this reading. When you've made a sacrifice and you lose, when you decide to not do what you love, you sacrifice doing what you're really interested for things like, I'm going to pay the bills, or, I'm just going to get a job for security and all of those things. To lose at that feels like you've lost everything, because you really have. You made a sacrifice you made a sacrifice of your soul, of your heart and soul, to play it safe, right? And now you really don't have anything when you know what, you're not chosen for the director role. There's been no upward mobility. It wasn't even something that, in other words, it never becomes so clear how much you've been wasting your energy and how much you've been spinning your wheels when you become disappointed when you get a disappointment or disappointing news on something that you didn't even really want that badly. So this is like a wake-up call of, why am I wasting my time with shit that doesn't really, really matter to me or make my heart beat fast? Like, why did I do this, and why am I here, and what can I do about it? And that's what I think. There's something that's happened in your life that's taken away that shitty job. It's almost like finding, and I got this reading a couple of months ago. I can't remember what sign it was for, but now this energy is all around you. This feeling, Scorpio, of getting notice that you've just been laid off from a job that you hated. Like every day you went into it, it's feeling like it was ripping your eyes out. Like you couldn't stand this position. You couldn't stand doing this kind of stuff. And yet every single day you went to work because you were sacrificing what your heart and soul felt good with in order to, pay the bills, etc., etc. It's like you've just gotten notice that you've lost that job. And you're going to get 3 or 6 months severance. And you're supposed to be scared. And you're supposed to be sad. But it's the happiest day of your life. Because you know that you don't have to go back. if that's how you feel about something, whether it's a job or relationship or whatever, this is a lesson for you. Why did I stay so long in something that I was happy to lose? So maybe that's happened in your past. And another situation like that is upon you. That feeling of, I don't want to waste another 5 years on this because I'm feeling the same way that I used to feel back then when I was miserable. And I'm done. I don't want to waste another 5 years doing that. I don't want to waste another 5 years on, yeah, it's still weird. Something's going on. Sorry, guys. I don't want to waste another 5 years just to feel the way that I felt that time when I was happy to finally be released because I didn't feel free. And I feel free now. So now it's almost like a realignment time for you, Scorpio. You know, you're the butterfly now. You're the phoenix now. You have wings now. Why aren't you using them? Why are you still crawling around on branches as if you're the same old caterpillar? You're not. And butterfly wings weren't really meant to crawl. They were meant to perch for a moment, to drink some sweet nectar, and then they can go fly again. Like, that's what they were meant to do. You were not meant to crawl once you have wings. And you're probably bumping yourself into everything now because, you know, you have wings. Use them. And this is sort of the reminder of having lost something, maybe having lost something, maybe even lost love, or having to give away or get out of a stinky relationship or get out of a stinky job because it's honestly, it's just eating you alive inside. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling that you're dealing with. Scorpio, and you're going to be so happy to find out. It's like if somebody dumped you at this point, you'd be so happy. You'd be so happy because maybe you didn't have the strength to dump them, but you really, and this does, like I said, doesn't have to be about relationship. This is just an example of the feeling, of the mentality of, oh my God, I'm so happy that's over because I really just didn't want this at all. And a lot of times we get into something and we don't know how to get out. But now it's like we don't have a choice but to get out. We gotta get out. And we're so happy we've been given this reason. Or you guys have been offered an out. And it may feel like a defeat. And maybe your pride is like, oh, you can't, you gotta win, you gotta win, you gotta win. You can't let this get to you. But you're like, no, this is my excuse. This is like I can actually this is my excuse. This is it. This is a good thing. This is good. And it is good. And you should let yourself. We have make time for self-care, but it's in reverse. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. And that's coming out in reverse, which means 1818. You haven't been doing what's right for you. And if you've been feeling backward or awkward or drained, it's because you've gotten back into a situation where you're just not doing something that's good for you. You're doing something that is aligned with fear. Turquoise, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Bam. And that's what it is. It's like, it's almost like the universe is, this sounds like a bad reading, right? No. It's almost like the universe is so favorable for you now, it's not going to let you continue to mess up. It's not going to let, so whatever it is that in your heart you've been like, God, I just wish this was over. Please get it over. It's going to be over. It's going to be done. The universe is taking it out of your way. That's how powerful manifestation is right now. Yellow jasper, control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. There you go. Instead of fearing that others may try to control you, it's almost like you're being controlled more by this impulse to win and to make it work, even when what you're trying to make work you don't even care about. So the best thing that could happen to you just happened to you when you lost. I'm telling you, it is the best loss you will ever experience. Higher power is at work. And it is, because this is the Judgment card. This is like, and the karma, the wheel of karma. This is happening for the best reason. Higher power. They're all coming through for you to clean it up. Clean up this mess. Clean it up, as in make it neat again. Make it right. The higher power is coming in to basically save your life. Save your ass. Save your ass. Don't ever say that you aren't loved, because you are loved completely, Scorpio. Completely. Scorpio. Unconditional love. You are loved unconditionally. This is your whole and complete, you being complete again. As well as, guess what? A higher power is coming in, man. It's like, oh my God. It'd be like the day that your husband or wife served you with divorce papers and cleared you out of everything you've ever owned. It would be that day that you meet your soulmate. So that even though you should feel like the biggest loser on the planet, you know that you just won the jackpot. Let's get into your animal totems. And we will get more into detail over in the extended. Let's see what the rest of I love sharing the erotic tarot with you. Because honestly, I can be candid. And that feels good. So there's a whole bunch of cards. You ready? Be playful. Take it lightly. And you know what? It's not even me giving you advice. You're going to know that this is a blessing, because it's going to feel like in you, it's going to feel like you're going to feel joy. You're going to feel joy. Time to let go of whatever is plaguing you. This happy-go-lucky, chippity-chipper shit is coming by to make you, help you, release you from this horrible feeling of pain. And then we have open to infinite possibility. The Star card, let the new in, Scorpio. It's like, I'll try anything. Just get me the hell out of here. And then trust the great mystery. Just trust, dive in. Dive in. Transformation is beautiful. This is your butterfly time. And you experienced the butterfly phase last week. But honestly, it's almost like just because I have wings now doesn't mean I know how to use them. Well, this is your first flight. Claim your independence. Yeah, you're breaking free of some shit. You're breaking free of that branch you were clinging to. There is always enough. Don't worry, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Spirit has your back. There you go. Because this was destined, right? This was all Spirit was overlooking. In fact, you're probably getting a lot of messages coming into you, like very spiritually powerful messages coming in while all this is going on, to let you know what? Things are going good. You are never alone. This is, somebody loves you, right? See the big picture. This is happening for a bigger reason. Truth transcends illusion. All of this is happening for a bigger reason. And all of this is happening because you aren't what you used to be anymore. And so making the same choice to put you back into a relationship or a situation, a job that rips your soul into or is defeating, it's just not you anymore. And so even though I think some of you have entered into another one of these soul-killing situations, it's just going to pop you out of it. The universe is popping you out of it. Now let's see what it's popping you into. We're going to go to the extended. I will share with you the erotic tarot and do your almost personal and romance tarot. The link is below, Scorpios. I'll see you guys over there.